So, my name is Ezra. My book is book 15 in the Bible. And in 10 minutes-ish, I will try to bring to life at least some of what happens in my story, so that when you're next reading it, things will hopefully be a little more familiar. Here goes. I guess we should start with a little about me. Who am I? Okay, full disclosure here, I'm a bit of a bookworm. Yes, I like to study. I know. Shoot me. As it says in Ezra 7:6, I am a skilled scribe in the law of Moses. I'm that guy. The one who will start quoting in which chapter and verse something can be found. I like to read. What can I say? Now, to give some background here, before I come on the scene, the Babylonians, these strong, fierce warriors with swords and spears, had conquered the kingdom of Judah and destroyed the Temple of Solomon. Following so far? Babylonians conquer Judah. Anyway, the Babylonians themselves are eventually all conquered by the Persians. It's a very dog-eat-dog world, this conquering business. So, Babylonians conquer Judah, Persians conquer the Babylonians. Anyhow, the Persian Empire is now running the show. Led by the great Cyrus, who was quite a clever ruler actually, because rather than taking over lands and ordering all the people about, demanding that they do things this way and that, he respected the existing traditions and customs of the lands. Imagine a boss taking over a new company. Instead of coming in and upsetting the ways things are in each department, he maintains a lot of that status quo, such as who goes to lunch at what time. And this actually proves to be an effective way of governing. So, at the start of the book of Ezra in the Bible, my book, Cyrus the Great gives his okay to some of the Jewish exiles who had fled to Babylon to go back to Jerusalem and start rebuilding Solomon's temple. You know, reestablish their traditions. People get really happy about this. It says at Ezra 3:13, people are literally shouting and crying with joy. And you can't tell who's shouting and who's crying. In any event, the work begins. The stonemasons and carpenters get at it. This is a major construction project we're talking. A spectacular temple with columns, different chambers, and this continues through the reign of other kings. In fact, by the time I come into the story, the person on the throne, the Emperor of Persia, is someone called Artaxerxes. Such a cool name. Pronounced Artaxerxes. And work is continuing on the temple, when three guys, Bishlam, Mithridath, and Tabeel, decide to write a letter to the Emperor Artaxerxes.
They're rebuilding the bad and rebellious city. They've just finished the walls and repaired the foundation. If completed, they will not pay their taxes. The exiles of Jerusalem.
The letter you've sent has been read to me. I've found the evidence of rebellion. I order the building of the temple to stop.
And with that, all work on the temple was suspended. But for those of you who like a mystery, something appears to change Artaxerxes' heart. Because, and this is where I come into the story, hello, at Ezra 7:11, 7:11, Artaxerxes comes to me, Ezra the scholar, and hands me a document, a command, telling me to return to Jerusalem with exiles and oversee the establishment of the temple and ensure that the laws of my God are being followed.
I know I can do it. I know I can do it. God is giving me strength. We're gonna beautify his house, the temple of Solomon. Bless God for putting this idea into the emperor's heart. I know I can do it.
I suppose this would be a good place to stop. The perfect movie ending. However, for completeness, when I arrive in Jerusalem, it's not all smooth sailing. I find that people aren't exactly obeying God, and even have to go out into the temple square and address the crowd in the rain. But, with some help from Nehemiah, book 16, the book straight after me, we attempt to get the people on track. So, there you have it, my friends. That has been my summary. Hope you enjoyed. I guess I didn't tie everything up with a nice bow tie at the end, but in a way, that is the bow at the end. Sometimes, God will put a project in your life, which maybe you'll envision going one way, but the reality ends up being something different. But whatever you're tackling in life, maybe you move into a new apartment and later discover 50 things wrong with it. Whatever it is, hopefully my story serves as a gentle reminder not to get too weary. You'll work through the challenges. And there's nothing wrong with a bit of Bible study either. Peace.